These 7 changes and micro habits will skyrocket your productivity in less than 30 days. If you have been scrolling all day, all week, all month, all year, okay, saying, I'll start tomorrow, girly, here's your wake-up call, okay? Are you ready to become the best, the most confident, the most healthiest, happiest, hottest version of you? If so, today's episode is for you. We're not just trying to become more productive, okay? We are girls with missions to become the best version of ourselves by the end of this year. You want the dream career, the dream life, the dream body, girly? Okay, then productivity is not a task, it is a mission. These 7 habits are going to completely rewire your brain, the way you show up for yourself. And if you start implementing them right now and you stick to it, you're consistent with these habits, girl. By the end of this month, you will see the results, okay? You're gonna get your life together. You're going to be able to be the woman who does the things you say you're gonna do. Your motivation, your discipline, more importantly, are going to skyrocket. These are not your regular basic girl habits. They're habits you probably have not heard before, okay? They're backed by science. They're backed by research from the best self-improvement novels out there. So girly, get on your walking pad, take a sip of water, and let's get ready to lock the F in. Hey girl, my name is Madison Haynes, your self-improvement glow up fairy godmother and diva. Welcome back to the Get Up and Glow podcast, the podcast that is going to help you become the hottest, the healthiest, the happiest version of you, diva. Are you ready? And if you're new to this channel, girl, you already know what to do if you want to become your best self. And yeah, enough with that, okay? We are busy it girls. I know you have a long list of to-dos and you want to get right into it so you can become your best self, your most productive self. So let's get going. Habit number 1, girl, I want you to try and stack all of your meetings or all of your admin tasks into one day. Try to do this with your Zoom calls, your meetings for work if you can, or if that's outside of your control, your admin tasks. So anything that would pull you away from a deep focus sprint. So you having to go to the grocery store, you having to go get a new mascara from the drugstore, you having to go pick up the prescription, do a doctor's appointment, go to the gym, get your nails done, whatever. Book that all in the same time period. Your brain switches between deep and shallow work modes, and you constantly switching between tasks, you constantly having to get into work mode and then take a step back to go do whatever you have to do is completely destroying your ability to work productively. I want you to categorize all of the tasks that you have to do in any given week and group them together and assign days or hours for it, okay? Cleaning. If you hate cleaning, it's gonna be hard to pull yourself every single day to consistently clean. So keep up with your daily clean girl micro habits, sure, but go and for the deep cleaning, assign an entire day to it. Not where you go, you do it for an hour, you walk away. You do it for an hour, you walk away. No. You go, you lock in, you watch motivating cleaning content, and you spend 2-3 hours completely deep cleaning your entire apartment for the week. That could be, again, your Sunday reset. And that's why Sunday resets are so powerful. You can do this for your beauty treatments, okay? Have an entire work night where you go get your nails done, you go get, if you have to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut or dyed. Whatever that may be, you group it all together. Why? Because if you get your nails done on Monday and your hair is done on Wednesday, and then you have to go and self-tan, do your everything shower on Thursday, that's 3 days where you have excuses to, well, I can't go to the gym because I have to do this, or I can't work on this project because I have to do this, okay? No, you get 1 day, group them all together, and then all those other days are times for you to categorize productivity and healthy habits into your day-to-day life. I want you to start protecting your attention like it is Chanel, okay? Make sure you're carving out time where you are undistracted, where you can really dive in deep to focus in, to lock in on the work that is most important to you. You want to be your dream self, okay, well start moving like her. Start being the woman who values your time. Stop being distracted, picking up your phone a million times a day, girl. When are you going to realize that those habits are destroying you? I can guarantee you it is at least an hour, if not way more than that. You have the time for that. You have the time for mindless yapping. You have the time to be distracted with whatever you're distracted by today. But you don't have the time for those habits that you know you need to do so you can become the best version of yourself. You do. Your priorities are just out of whack, but that's okay, girl. It's hard when you're in that moment of distraction to pull yourself out of it, like an online shopping where you're just like going, and you know that you're not supposed to do it, and you know you're probably not going to buy anything anyways, to pull yourself out of it, but it is, okay? But you have to do it. Discipline is key. Always question yourself and your habits. Is this what the best version of me would be doing right now? Do I really have time to be wasting on this? If the answer is no, then move the F on. If you're new around here, not only do I take topics that are going to help you become your best self and break them down into chapters, but within those chapters, I give something called an It Girl, Hot Girl action step. Something where you can go and say, okay, we've chatted. Now what? What do I do now? What's the first action I need to take to be able to be my best self for that section? Here it is. You know what you get the most distracted by and what pulls your time away, the bigger chunks, okay? I want you to write a list of all of those tasks, put them down, visualize them, okay? Categorize them into groups and then assign a min block, a min day, a min hour, whatever it may be, but something where you're doing that all at once so it frees up more time for you to be productive, lock in, and stay focused during the times you need to the most. Maybe that starts with you creating an ultimate Sunday reset checklist, one where you actually have a plan of all of the things that are reoccurring in your life to ensure that you can get them done. So when you start the week, you're distraction free. Habit number 2, use the brain dump and highlight method. What is this? Okay, every morning, every night, doesn't matter, whatever works for you. I want you to take a pen and paper or your phone, whatever work, and write down everything that's on your mind. Your to-do list, your worries, your insecure thoughts, your positive wins of the day, whatever comes to mind, just brain dump. Set a timer to do this for 5, 10, 15 minutes, however you're feeling. Now, once you get all of that on paper, I want you to highlight one area that you see that is like the biggest area that stands out to you, something that you could work on, and that's something that's going to have the highest return on your investment. Whatever it is, highlight it, and that is your one big goal for tomorrow. This is going to change your life because it's going to clear all that mental clutter and anxiety. As women, we run around with massive to-do lists all the time. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I should do that later. Oh, I need to add that to my to-do list. Oh, I should do that tomorrow. Oh my gosh, what about that? Oh my God. And then all of a sudden we feel so heavy, like the weight of the world is on our shoulders because there's not enough time in the day to do all this stuff and to work out and to have time to look hot, feel hot, self-care, whatever, and to have time to just watch TV, to just relax, to just have fun. A lot of the times our anxious thoughts and our worry or our stress really is just the root cause of needing to do one thing, needing to complete one big task that is the source of a lot of our problems. And a lot of the times when we feel overwhelmed, we can identify that task or what to do next. So this is a great way to do exactly that. And it just lets your brain breathe, girl. Take a deep breath, I know we're productive, girl, but with that being said, taking breaks are so important, okay? Taking a moment for true relaxation is going to be what allows you to show up not only as the best version of you, the most productive version of you. You need to accomplish 47 things in a day. I know we all have massive to-do lists, but let's get so for real. Do you actually think you're going to be successful in that? Are we setting ourselves up for success or for failure? Could you really do 27 tasks? Is there enough hours? No. If there is not enough hours in a day alone, let alone with buffers, let alone with bathroom breaks, you are doing yourself such a disservice, okay? Have your micro habits that you have locked down, make sure you accomplish that one big win of the day, and everything else are bonus wins. Smart girls simplify, okay? I know you have a list of things. It's probably more than just one big one, okay? I get it, but how many things on that list would you die? Would the world stop if you didn't complete today? How many things are not even that important or no one would really even notice if you didn't do? Be smart with this. Categorize your goals in your to-do list. Your one big win, your I really need to prioritize this because it has a high ROI where I just need to get it done because someone's relying on me tasks. And then the ones that are bonus wins. Categorize these on your to-do list and your brain will be way less overwhelmed and you'll actually be able to be more productive because you're spending less time in your day worrying and stressing about everything that you need to get done. Your It Girl Hot Girl action step for this chapter is to use a notes app or your Notion, which is my favorite go-to planning app, and set a timer for like 5 minutes and just brain dump. Then start the thing that you need to start tomorrow, okay? And I want you to do this action step every single day. Habit number 3, I want you to create something called a hero hour into your week. What this is just dedicating 1 hour a week to your most meaningful goal. The goal that you feel like you don't have a whole lot of time for because you can't prioritize it, or even the one that you prioritize a lot. I want you to block 1 hour a week to work on your most meaningful goal. Some of us might already have that passion and we're working way more than 1 hour a week on it. We're probably working multiple hours a day. That's great. Okay, then I want you to take another meaningful goal, okay, one that you don't have time for. I want you to block out 1 hour a week, just 1 hour, to work on the most meaningful goal to you. One that you feel like you don't have a whole lot of time to work on. Just 1 hour a week is way more manageable. If you do the other micro habits in this episode, you'll get more time back so you can allocate and you can get an hour to do this and just work on your passion. Dedicate it. Make it a weekly thing, okay? It could be, planning your wedding and implementing Wedding Wednesdays. So every single week for 1 hour, you sit down and you plan the wedding so it doesn't have to get overwhelmed. Now, with that being said, I know a lot of us have big passions and we're working on it way more than 1 hour a week. And you're like, Madison, I work on my goals literally 5 hours a day on top of going to school or work. I get it. I'm one of you too, girly. Okay, fine. But then I'm going to challenge you with this. Go and spend 1 hour to do something that's the most meaningful goal, to invest in your energy, okay? This could be making sure you go and see a new friend every single week for an hour, for lunch, or for a quick drink, whatever it may be. And a different friend, I challenge you, every single week. It can't be the same one back-to-back weeks, different friend. Go do that. Invest in your friendships. Go take an hour a week to call a family member and check in on them. Go take an hour a week to go do a spa, to go to a pool, go for a swim, whatever, okay, for self-care. Regardless of where you are on the productivity scale, if you're a girl who is super, super busy in a day and you have a bunch of work and side hustles you're doing, okay, fine. Take an hour to relax, carve that out once a week. Or if you're a girly who's here because you're feeling like you're struggling, you're like, you know what, if I'm being so real with myself, I'm a little lazy and I'm not disciplined and I'm here because I need to lock the F in and I need to work a little bit harder to get my dream life, great. Take the hour to work on something like that. The only real rule is, okay, no distractions, just you and your dream. No phone, no whatever, just you and working on something that is going to build your dream life, going to build your friend circle, going to help you become the best version of yourself. You think you have no time to build your dream life, okay? But if you just did this one habit alone, 1 hour a week, that is 52 hours in a year. That is an entire work week poured into that one goal alone. It's just you dialed in, you lock the F in, you focus, you will see results. View this as your main character hour, okay? You're gonna stop saying, I have no time, I have no time. You do have time, because at the end of the day, let's be so for real, you make time for what matters, babe. You do. And you know what? You matter, your goals matter, your dream matters. This is your glow up hour, your reinvention hour, the hour where your future you is born, okay? So of course your girl action step is to figure out what you want to work on and figure out a time to do it, okay? So for real. But I want you to do it fun because we are fun divas over here and I want you to label it something fun. It could be your boss babe hour, it's kind of cringy though. It could be like your diva power, whatever speaks to you, whatever makes this feel more like fun, okay? Do that and stick to it. Habit number 4, adopt an input fast. What is this? You're gonna hate me, okay? But these are for my girls who are real far behind and you're ready to lock in. And you, again, productivity in 30 days. If you actually want to see it skyrocket, this is a hard thing to do, but it might be one of the most important things. One of the biggest things you can do to actually see crazy results, like insane results in 30 days. I want you for 7 days, a whole week, to not consume anything new. So I know you're like, how am I gonna go and skip you for a week, girly? I'll be back. Okay, I will be waiting, and then you'll have 2 episodes, or even potentially 3, depending on if you are subscribed to the Glow Up Academy, the exclusive content, the bonus content for the girls who want to lock in and get tailored content for them to build their dream life, where you can come contact me and be like, Madison, I want help on this part of my glow up or self-improvement journey, or write a podcast about it. I will, okay, for $2.99 a month, 2 bonus episodes on Spotify. So if you're interested in that, go on to Spotify, any episode called the Glow Up Academy with a lock on it, click on that lock and Spotify will guide you to scribing, girl. But anyways, besides the point, for these 7 days, again, no YouTube, no movies, nothing, okay? Just you, and you dialed in, you locked into a task. This is extreme, but if you're really far behind, or if you want to just really put your glow up into hyperdrive, imagine how much more you could get done if you did this for 7 days. Just 7 days, and then you can go back to it normal. How much would your life change? Not consuming anything, not going and scrolling on social media, having all of that time back in your day for 7 days. I feel like that's like the ultimate it girl challenge and journey, to be able to be like, for 7 days I'm completely unplugged, other than like using your devices for work. But truly think about all that time you get back. At the end of the day, overconsumption clutters your brain, okay? It causes you to be less productive. Having something always play in the background constantly is great and it's entertaining, but it doesn't allow you to really sit with your thoughts, to reflect and just have that moment where really cool new ideas can pop into your head. Because how would you have room for new ideas if you're constantly consuming things that have already been created and you're distracting yourself with? The most magnetic version of you is not copying what other people are doing. She's creating, she's using her intuition to build her dream life. Because what makes you special, your genius, does not come from TikTok, okay? It comes from within you. And usually those moments are happening when you're trying to sleep and you can't, or you're in the shower. Why? Why do people say that? Because they're not distracted. You need silence, so your inner wisdom, your inner self can speak to you and tell you what she needs. It is already in you, okay? The clarity, the motivation, discipline, everything that you need to lock in to build your dream life is already within you. You just need to pull that out of you. And honestly, stop drowning in everyone else's noise, because it's distracting you from your goal. So your It Girl action step, I know this would be crazy. So for the ones who are actually insane, the divas that are diva, do this for 7 days. Okay, like it. You know what? You could do it right now. After this podcast, you can be like, I'm doing it for 7 days. Goodbye to the digital world. I'll be back the next time I post a podcast. And then you can come back and be like, I'm back. Or if that's a little too much for you, try it for a week, okay? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a weekday, Monday through Thursday, and then you can enjoy your time, your movie, ever Friday to Sunday. Because if you start small and just do this for 24 hours, you will see such a big difference already in the time you get back alone. I can guarantee between social media, between Netflix, all that time, in a day, 24 hours alone, you'd get at least 5 hours back to work on your goals or just to go and read, and how good you will feel, girly. This might be the hardest one in the entire pod, but I think it could genuinely be the thing that will change your life. Like when we talk about the title, Skyrocket Your Productivity in 30 Days, this one thing alone will genuinely help you do that. Habit number 5, I want you to batch your energy, not just your tasks. This is inspired by the book Why You Get More Work Done When You're Doing Less, and it essentially says that you should group your tasks based on when you're feeling most motivated, based on your energy levels. High energy, great, lock in, do that deep tasks, do the things that you're gonna need a lot of motivation to do. Low energy, admin work, responding to emails, doing the stuff that doesn't require a lot of deep thinking. Aligning your energy and your tasks leads to effortless productivity. Do not waste your most motivating hours of the day on work that you don't need to be motivated for, work that you could just listen to a podcast and do in the background. Pick your most productive hours. If you have a typical routine where you're like, you know what, I am my most productive between 2 and 4 and between 10 and 11:30, then go and lock in between those times and do the hardest work then. And in the morning, at the end of the day, save those easy tasks for then. Do this, change your life. Because here's the thing, your energy sometimes is not wrong. It's a map, okay? It really is. As long as you're eating healthy, taking care of yourself, and making sure you're investing in stable energy, which is something we talk about all the time, and if you want to learn more, stay here. But we are women. We go through different cycles. We have different phases of our cycle, okay? That means we will feel and act differently every single day. And I don't care how productive you want to be, that is just a fact. And sometimes pushing yourself when you feel like crap is actually going to do more harm to your productivity than good. So don't do that. The most successful people don't just manage their time, they manage their vitality. So your It Girl action step for this chapter is to do an audit of your energy. Track when you feel the most on fire. Like you could rip your entire place apart and just organize it. And then I want you to design your to-do list around that and time block each task. Let your body lead, because girl, that diva, she knows what she's doing, okay? You are capable of doing that. You gotta know yourself to grow yourself, honey. Habit number 6, using 90-20-30 method. 90 minutes of deep focus, a 20-minute break for a movement to go unload your dishwasher, whatever, and 30 minutes of slow but intentional work like emails, like admin tasks. This system of working is very similar to Pomodoro, but it takes it to one step further. It mirrors your body's natural rhythm, its natural flow. You don't have to hustle like a machine to be great, okay? It's actually impossible to do. That's what AI is for. But you do need a strategy, and softness, your soft girl era, must be incorporated into that strategy if you want to live your best life, be the hottest, healthiest, happiest version of you. This method is going to be what helps you become a high performer without having high stress, okay? Because again, the hottest, healthiest, happiest version of you, we have to have all three. Yes, being productive is hot and it's going to get you your dream life, but if you're burnt out all the time, you're going to hate your life, and what's the point of being successful if you can't enjoy it? You don't have people around you to enjoy it. It's not, okay? It's not successful. You end up being the person in the movie that gets everything that they thought they wanted and realized all they wanted all along was their friend, and they go back to their friend and try to get them back and apologize, and they realize money and all this stuff, materialistic goods, mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, you won't get to take all that with you when you die, okay? Who do you want around you when you're in that state, okay? That's something we need to focus on as well. Your It Girl action step for that chapter is to romanticize this method, okay? When you're locking in for those 90 minutes, you're gonna dial in, romanticize it, light a candle, like listen to jazz music for 90 minutes, whatever it may be. But I want you to work with intention and prioritize taking time to rest. Because if you know a rest period is coming, you'll be way less likely to want to pick up your phone and scroll and get distracted. No, you'll lock into the task for the 90 minutes because you know that that time is coming, that free time is coming. Trust is, it sounds counterintuitive or not productive to be like, oh, you're gonna keep pulling me away and taking breaks every hour and a half. Yeah, but how many times do you pick up your phone in the middle of a day anyways? Multiple, or you get distracted or you go and talk. Not allowing yourself to do that for 90 straight minutes will allow you to lock in at like the 60-minute mark. Such deep focus. You'll get so much work done. And if you're not a corporate girl, you're a student, this is great for studying too. Habit number 7, I want you to plan tomorrow with a hot girl success script. This is inspired by Atomic Habits, which every that girl or aspiring that girl has read. Before you go to bed, I want you to write a 3-sentence script of what the perfect day would look like. Include how you'll feel, what you'll do, and how you'll show up. This will program your subconscious mind to seek alignment, and it will shift your goals into identity, which we've already talked about. That's so powerful. Also helps to give tomorrow clarity before it even starts. When you can visualize your dream day, so you'll be more motivated. You know the action steps that you need to take to make that into a reality. Your words and your thoughts shape your world. Speak success into your day before it even starts. But the good news is every day is a fresh start, girl. One day is not productive because you feel like crap. That's fine. Tomorrow is a new day, and you know what? You're going to show up as her. Not every day is perfect because life is not easy. Life is very difficult, and that is okay. Prioritize your mental health. Being the best version of you doesn't mean you show up perfectly every single day and your whole house is perfect 24/7 and everything is in alignment. There's going to be times where it's really hard because you go through some stuff that was unpredicted in your life, and you know what? It's actually more productive to say, oh, this is a big situation in my life right now, so I'm going to actually pull away from everything else and focus on healing this, because you know what? That is the most productive thing you can do of all. Because if you are a healed girly, you're a healthy girly, you're a happy girly, you're a hot girly. If you don't, and you don't heal and you burn yourself out, you'll never become your highest self because you'll stay stuck. You'll stay rooted in your insecurities because you have not detached from them. The action step is to write your success script, okay? Every night, write 3 sentences of your dream tomorrow, okay? What you're gonna do, how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna show up for yourself. Tomorrow, I wake up feeling refreshed and motivated, ready to hit the ground running. I complete my biggest goal of the day along with my other 3 top micro goals. And when I do that, I feel so proud of myself when I complete my day. Girl, if you complete even half of these steps, you're gonna go from survival mode to superstar. You are not lazy, you just need structure. And when you take structure and you pair it with a little bit of fun, okay, a little bit of enjoyment, which is what we're all about on this podcast, Diva, that is when you become successful, because that is when you can actually stick to it. If you want tailored content to help you even further on your self-improvement journey, where you ask me questions about what you need, okay, I can give you feedback to the best of my ability. We also go in deep about my life as well and how I'm working on myself, girl. Check out the Glow Up Academy on Spotify, $2.99 a month for 2 bonus podcast episodes. Don't forget that productivity is hot and discipline is the new self-care. And if you want to see me put all of my tips and micro habits into action, girl, follow my Instagram on my stories, which is Madison.Haynes. So now you have all of the habits to skyrocket your productivity in 30 days. The only question left is, are you ready to get up and glow?